Okay, so welcome back once again, guys. Now in this lecture I'm going to talk about HDFS command. So let's get started. So I believe we all have done the installation, and if you have not done the installation, so please go through a video which I have already uploaded and try to do a setup, try to do an installation so that you all will be able to execute a HDFS command. Now here we have a Linux system, right? We have a Linux system, and then on top of that, so we have a HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System, and command is going to be a little bit different. So when you are trying to store a file, when you are trying to remove a file, when you are going to search for a file, so these commands are going to be a little bit different with respect to HDFS. Now HDFS is a layer which sits on top of your Linux system, yeah, on a Linux system. So let's get started. Let's try to open up a terminal, and let's do Ctrl++, so that I can increase a size a little bit, and let's start talking about HDFS command. And these are the only command which is required going forward as we'll progress inside the class. So obviously we'll try to explore more and more HDFS command. So here the first HDFS command that I would like to execute over here is to check Hadoop version. So let me do Hadoop version version. So this is the command, and this is going to give you a version that I'm using as of now with respect to a Hadoop. Now, so generally with respect to a Linux, we try to do ls, and ls is going to list down all the file which is available inside my present working directory. Simple, right? Now, so like I said, Hadoop or HDFS file system is a layer on top of Linux operating system, right? So this is a Linux system. Now, if I have to do a ls with respect to a Hadoop system, so how I will be able to do it? So command for that one is very simple: HDFS, right? HDFS and DFS, and then try to do a same command, try to write the same command. So HDFS DFS -ls and then slash. So this is going to show me all the file which is available in a root directory of a HDFS file system. So Linux is having its own file system, and HDFS is having its own file system. HDFS is sitting on top of Linux, and now by doing HDFS DFS ls is a command coming from a Linux itself, and slash means in a root directory. So here if I'm going to hit enter, it is going to show me that these are the file systems. So benchmark, HBase, Solar, and temp and user and variables. These are the file system, or these are the directories which is available inside my root directory of HDFS. Very simple. So everywhere you have to append HDFS DFS. Yeah. So now let's suppose if I would like to create one of the directory inside a user directory. Yeah. So let me do HDFS HDFS DFS and then ls slash user. Yeah, slash user. So let me check. So what are the file which is available? So here there are so many directories which is available inside this user directory. So Cloudera, History, Hive, Hue, Jenkins, Uji, Root, Spark, all of these directory. Now inside this user directory inside HDFS, if I have to create one more directory, so how I can do it? Again, HDFS DFS and mkdir was a command to create a directory inside a Linux. So it is going to be the same command, mkdir, right, slash user slash sudhanshu, and it is going to create one directory inside a user directory. So here you will be able to see another directory, by the way. So let's hit enter. And let's try to check that what is a directory available. So now you will be able to find out that there is a directory called as Sudhanshu which is available inside, right, inside my HDFS file system, not inside Linux, but inside HDFS file system. This directory is actually available. Okay, that's cool. Now let's suppose, right, let's suppose we have to basically place a file, we have to basically store a file inside HDFS file system, and I believe theoretically we have already discussed about it, that whenever you will try to store a file, it will try to break it down into a blocks, and then it is going to store it with the replica factor, right, to achieve a fault tolerance. Now here, so if I have, let me clear my screen, clear, and I have a file, let's suppose called as test.txt over here, right? Now I would like to store this file. I would like to store this file in a Sudhanshu directory inside a user directory that I have created in HDFS, yeah, not in local. So in local it's already available to me. So inside a HDFS directory, so what will be the command? So HDFS DFS and then -put. Put is a command to put any file. So which file I would like to put? test.txt, where I would like to put inside user, inside sudh. Now hit enter and it will be able to store that file. Now I can go ahead and I can try to check it. So HDFS, DFS, and then ls, I can try to do ls user slash sudh, and here, so it should show me a file called as test.txt. So yes, my test.txt is available now inside a Hadoop system. Yeah, now inside a Hadoop system, not just in a Linux, but inside a Hadoop system, so that I will be able to use a distributed computation. I will be able to use every feature of a HDFS and I will be able to process it. Yeah, I will be able to process it. Okay, so we are able to place this particular file inside HDFS. So by using a put command, right? Put command and file and then destination. So wherever you would like to store this file, so you can try to give a destination, it is going to store that particular file. Now here, so if I have to download that file, if I have to download this file from HDFS to any of my directory, how I can do it? So let's suppose in a local, I'm going to create one directory called as mkdir test. Yeah, so cd test. So now my present working directory in my local is home/cloudera/test, and this file I would like to download. This file I would like to download inside my local directory. So if I'm going to do ls, there is nothing as of now. Yeah, there is nothing in my local. File is available in a Hadoop system. I would like to download it. So what will be the command? HDFS, DFS, and then get. Put to place a file, get to download the file or to get the file. So get what? So get this particular file. So I can write user slash sudhnshu slash test.txt. So I would like to get this file. Yeah, I would like to get this particular file in my local. So I can try to just give a slash permission denied. Okay, so let me just give a dot over here and then do ls, and now this file is available. Yeah, this file is available to me. As simple as that. Now let's suppose I would like to get this file, but I would like to get this file in a different file system, test something like this .txt. Let's see so whether I can do it or not. So here, see what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to download this file, yeah, into this new file name that I have given, not with the same file name, but a new file name I have given. Now if I'm going to do a ls, this file is available. This file is available to me, a new file it has created, and now it has copied all the data which was available here inside this particular file. So that is also possible. Yeah, that is also possible. So get to download or get the file. Now let's suppose there is a file which is available over here and I would like to see the content. Whatever file is available in a HDFS, right? Not in local, HDFS. So cat was a command in terms of a Linux. So here I can try to use a same cat command. So HDFS, DFS, and then cat slash user slash sudhnshu slash test.txt. And it will be able to cat the entire file, and I'm able to see the data, whatever data was available. Yes, it's available to me. I'm able to see all of these data. So cat command was working in my local and it is working even in a HDFS. The only difference is HDFS, DFS I have to append so that it will be able to work with the HDFS as well. Fine. Okay. Now, so let me clean the screen. Now, I would like to remove that file. Yeah. So whatever file which I have uploaded, I would like to remove that file. So what will the command? For a local, command was rm. For HDFS, it is going to be HDFS, DFS, right? -rm, and then user slash sudhnshu slash test.txt, and it is going to remove that particular file. So as you can see, deleted this file. Now if I'm going to do HDFS and then DFS and then ls slash user slash sudhnshu, there won't be any kind of a file available. There is no file, right? There is no file which is available over here. As simple as that. Yeah, as simple as that. So here, most of the command, guys, most of the command which was working into a Linux, it is going to work even with respect to a HDFS. The only differences that you will be able to find out is HDFS, DFS. Simple. It's a different file system mounted on top of Linux operating system or Linux file system. Okay, now, so let's do one more thing. So let's try to place some file. So let's try to put test.txt into /user/sudhnshu. Let's try to put the file once again. Yeah. And let's do a ls. So this time it should show me the file. So yes, test.txt is available. Now, if I would like to know the block label information with respect to this file, because we know that whenever we try to store our data into HDFS, it try to breaks it down into a block. So to do that, I can write a command HDFS DFS, and then there is a command called as stat, and then percentile O, and then here I can give a file name. So sudhnshu/test/test.txt, and it should be able to show me the stats. So this is the block, right? This is the block information it is trying to give it to me. Now, so if I would like to know more about this, so I can try to do one more thing. I can try to call here HDFS FSCK, and then here, so I can try to write that give me information about files, give me information about blocks, and then give me information about locations. Yeah. So it is going to give you all of these information with respect to this particular file. Yeah. So FSCK is the command, and I'm saying that give me information on file, block, and the location. So it is giving you all of these information. Total size is this much byte, total directory is 0, total file is equal to 1, symlink is 1, total block, average block size is 657. If you are going to take a big file, then it is going to break it down into a block of size 128 MB. Minimal replicated block is equals to 1, because by default I'm keeping replication factor is equals to 1 inside a Cloudera. Now over replicated block, so all of these information, guys, it is going to give it to you. Very simple, right? Very simple. Now, so like I said, and like I have already discussed, a head command, like I've discussed about the tail command, so it is going to work in the exact same manner without any kind of differences. So hope all of you are able to understand a difference between HDFS and a Linux file system, and whatever is working with respect to Linux, it is going to work with HDFS as well in majority of the cases. I'm not saying in all the cases in the exact similar manner, no, but yeah, in a majority of cases it is going to work. So if you are aware about Linux command, you will be able to do the exact same thing even inside a HDFS, but with HDFS DFS, as simple as that. So with that, thank you so much everyone, take care, and see you again in my upcoming lecture.